So sometimes for different types of analysis, you need to look at things that occurred over every day in a period of time. And when you don't include date tables that have every day, then you're at the mercy of the dates things were ordered. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll go grab my data. I'll go choose my lots of data. Go ahead and transform it. Okay, so for our example here, we have an order date, and we've been tasked to figure out which days are the most popular and which days are not popular. So if I go look at the order date and I have all of my column profile information on, column distribution, I mean, I can look at all this information, okay? But here I can see I have a minimum date of 2/18/2015 and a maximum date of 5/2/2017. But what I don't have is literally every day between those two dates. If I introduce a date table, then I can do more date relevant analysis. So this is really easy to accomplish, and to be fair, like you could code all this, but I usually just snag it from the internet. So I have a notepad here that someone's created, and I'll share this link with this video. But all I really need to do is copy this statement. And then what I'll do is I'm just going to actually go add, I need to make a note, 2/18/15 to 5/2/17. Okay, let me go over here. I'm going to do a new source of data. I'll do a blank query. And when I get to this point, I'm going to actually, on the Home tab, go to the Advanced Editor. I'm going to highlight this information. I'll paste over, and I'll just check my statement. Okay, so I think I said 2015. I think I'll go 05/01. I'll go to 2017. Oh, and I think this was actually February. And this is May 17th. I mean, I could just, you could be as specific as you needed to be here. All right. Then I'll choose done. And assuming I didn't break anything in the syntax, I now have this populated date table that has all this information in it. This keeps me from having to write calculations to perform the same information. All right, let me go ahead and rename this as a date table, which is fantastic. Awesome. Okay, now I want to work with this data. And I want to study the order date, but I do not need all these fields. But in case I need to come back, I'm actually just going to go ahead and reference this data set. That means any changes I make in this data set will carry over to my reference data set. Okay? What I do here does not write back to this data set. All right, so let's go ahead and rename this as order analysis. All right, let me show you what I meant by reference. So I'm actually going to go transform this to be uppercase. I'll do it here. Okay, great. When I go to order analysis, these are all uppercase. All right. So again, that's the benefit of a reference. Let me go ahead and merge these columns together. I'll do this as an employee. Let's just put a space between each one. Okay, great. When I go to order analysis, I see that. Okay. But now, again, everything I do here does not impact data, which is great. When I mean data, I mean this data. All right, let me go choose some columns, because for what I'm doing, I'm looking at order dates. Okay. So I don't need all these columns, but I would like to have the order date, the customer ID, the employee. Okay, and then I'm looking for line total. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm ready to merge my order date with my date table. But let me go check out my date table. All right. So let me go ahead and duplicate this column, and I'll shift it to the beginning because this is actually going to be my date key. And I'm going to change it to a date. Awesome. So now what I'll do is I'll do a merge query. And I'm going to merge to my date table. And my order date will match my date key. And I'm on order analysis when I started this, so it automatically defaulted to the top position, which we now know is left. And I really need a right outer join because I'm trying to study all the days that we didn't have orders. So I need to see those. So I'll do a right outer. I'll go ahead and click OK. I'll expand my dates table. This is perfect. Okay. Let me go ahead and sort these ascending. And right out the gate, say our first order doesn't happen until 2/18/2015, which is okay. I can technically go back. Let's see. 2/18/2015. Go here. And let's start it on the 18th. Okay, great. So here's a prime example. Nothing was ordered on 2/20/2015. And so introducing the date table allows me to see that. Okay. Let me go sort by my date key. Again, I'll do descending. Yeah, I need to go adjust that to be the last date is 5/2. So I'll go up to my date table. I'll go to my advanced editor. I'll make this adjustment. Perfect. And I'll come back to my order analysis. And now I'm ready to study, like, what days. I may find that I don't even need all of these fields. So again, this references data, but it doesn't change anything when I go here. So I'll go ahead and choose the columns I need, and then I'll go ahead and start studying my days of the week.